Yeah, bad. We bad. I don't know if I even put a badass. I didn't know if I had put a title on there. I couldn't remember, and I was in the live, so I couldn't see it. Hey Betty. Hey Retirement Days. Yeah, we're back. What's up, bro? What's up, badass? What's up, fam? How you doing, Betty? What's up, woman? I love you. You love. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Official himself. 1984. What's going on with you? Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy Hump Day, everybody. So what y'all up to this evening? Tonight. Tonight. It's night. It's officially night. No, it's officially July 31st. July 31st. What's August? September? Look, we're the last part. Like we're almost the year is almost 2/3 over. That's good, Betty. Glad to hear that. So today is July 31st. Look, y'all. Look. What are your goals for the rest of the year? What are your plans for the rest of the year? Okay, I know a lot of you guys are getting ready. You know, if you celebrate the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, and Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. I know a lot of you guys are starting to think about that. Hey, Jill. Jill says, hello, Lions Pride in chat. Welcome to the live, Jill. I welcome each and every one of you guys to the live. Thank you for those thumbs up. I appreciate them. You know, we appreciate the thumbs up. It helps us in the algorithm. It helps us. It helps motivate us, right? But look, if you don't want to give a thumbs up, that's okay. I'm just glad to have you in the chat or have you watching, even if you're not in the chat. If you want to drop a comment, do so. I appreciate it, okay? In the meantime, look at the legs move. Look at the legs move, right? I sometimes trick y'all and I'll come on in the morning, right? That's been some months. But sometimes I trick y'all and I'll come in during the afternoon. Like late afternoon, Ellie and me. Ellie and I come on during like late lunch, and we hit the elliptical. So you guys check out the shorts. Please check out the shorts. Look at the shorts table, and you'll see Ellie. You'll see me. Ellie is my best friend. I tell you all the time. I can tell Ellie anything, right? I can tell Ellie the elliptical anything, and it won't go anywhere. It won't go past her ears. Okay? So get you a best friend. Get you a best friend. All right? It can be an inanimate object. It can be an inanimate object. Okay? That's all right. That's all good. Badass says, hey, Jill. Nah, I don't do YouTube people holidays. You don't do YouTube people holidays? Well, for those who do holidays, I know you guys are probably looking ahead a little bit. You know, getting the family celebrations. You getting all that kind of stuff together. Thinking about what you're going to do. Where are you celebrating this year? If everybody's coming to your house, is everybody going to mama's house, grandmother's house, auntie's house? So, this is July 31st. I bet a lot of you guys are looking for that, right? Badass says, hey, Vaughn. Hey, Vaughn, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live. Vaughn says, hey, Lions, with the celebratory emojis. What's going on, Vaughn? Y'all hear that train? I'm sorry. When I come like a little bit earlier, that train decides to act up. And now that I'm out here a little bit later, the train is acting up. So what y'all been doing? What y'all up to? Hey, everyone. Who is that? Let me see. Jim Girl Key. Hey, Jim Girl Key. Welcome into the chat. Official himself says, YouTube people, don't be talking like that now. Don't be talking like that. Holidays is for anybody who wants to celebrate. I see plenty of people of color celebrating the holidays. Like, we're not going to go there. We're going to keep it in the middle. We're going to keep it in the middle. We're not going to start talking about what people do what as far as it relates to their race, okay? Because a lot of us are doing some things within our race that we shouldn't even be doing, okay? And a lot of woke folks ain't woke, all right? And right, especially people of a certain character. A lot of them aren't woke. A lot of them aren't studied. That's just like when it comes to life, when it comes to politics, when it comes to religion. when it comes to lack of religion. A lot of people that think they're woke, they aren't woke. They aren't woke because they use something that they still read somewhere else, so you got to think of your sources. And a lot of times it's like, what makes your source any better than anybody else's? Because at the end of the day, none of us were here way back when. So a lot of times, hell, all the time, people are just preaching by source, right? They're preaching by source. So some people use different sources from other people. So we're not going to get into what kind of people or what color of people, because a lot of woke folks ain't as woke as they should be, and they aren't as woke as they think that they are. Because at the end of the day, whatever has them awake, it's a source, right? It's a source. And who are you to say that your source isn't as fake as the next source that you call fake? So we ain't going to take it there. We are going to take it there. Jill says, yes, I celebrate holidays. Jim Girl says, hey, Jill. Vaughn says, I got to walk in getting my door. Vaughn. Vaughn. Get in your DoorDash, Vaughn. Look, I guess every step counts, right? Every step counts. All right. Well, official himself, 1984, that's an observation that equates to honestly your opinion. So you might offend somebody with that type of opinion. We're not talking about that today. It was a simple question. Are you looking forward to the holidays? If you don't celebrate them, then what is the answer? What's the answer? The answer is no. You're not looking forward to them, right? Vaughn says, Jill, I'm subscribed to you. I've been subscribed to you for almost a year now. I just wanted you to know that. Okay. Jill. Jill says, you better say that, hun. They're asleep. Right. A lot of woke folks aren't as awake to be considered woke as they think that they are. Because everybody who thinks that they're so woke, guess what? They weren't here 2,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago, 5 billion years ago. You can't tell me any more than I can tell you about those times. For real. Now, we can use different sources and resources, but again, where is it written that your source is better than the next person's source? That's why there are some things we'll never agree on. And so that's why this live isn't about that. We're not over here talking about what the Europeans did and didn't do, or the Africans did or didn't do. Because truth be told, a lot of African American people can't tell you what Africans did. A lot of European people can't tell you what the Europeans did. Okay? Okay. It's just a simple observation. The year is 2/3 over. Some of you guys are looking forward to the holidays. So what are you going to do? Are you making plans? A lot of times we don't see family a lot, and the holidays are a time where we say, okay, we're going to try to make something happen. Maybe everybody can't attend, but we're going to make something happen, right? Vaughn says, I just like this time I spend with my family. The holidays brings family. Yeah, exactly. Regardless of what you believe, a lot of times, people will use the holidays as an opportunity to get family together. And I don't care what anybody says. I believe in family. Does family always get along? No. Does family always rock tight? No. Does family always click and gel the way they're supposed to, the way family is meant to? No. But you can use that as an opportunity to get family together and work on some things. Work on some things. Sometimes, all the time, truth be told, something good can grow out of the smallest gesture. Okay? Something huge can grow from the smallest gesture. So if you're looking forward to the holidays, because you walk around in the department stores or the Walmarts, the Targets, or the Targets, as some people say, the Dollar Generals, Bath and Body, the malls, the strip malls. Y'all, there are Halloween decorations. The party stores can't wait, because Halloween is it might be the most celebrated holiday when it comes to spending money or something like that. So many people now, not just kids, not just for the kids, but the adults. Whatever you believe, a lot of people celebrate Halloween. They're celebrating Halloween. What's going on, Granny? Welcome into the chat. Hey, sis, my chest cooking. But listen, I appreciate you, Granny. Badass says we have to focus on what's going on today. Come on, Badass, today. Today. And that's where people are most clueless. I see so many people, like you do grounds roots work, you see a lot of people who are so uneducated when it comes to politics, when it comes to social economic issues. It's just amazing how many people are uneducated. Some of them through no fault of their own. It's just because they don't research or they don't study things. They just, listen. They listen to a lot of other people who aren't well versed. They listen to other people who listen to it from somebody else. And at the end of the day, even when you search and research things, man put that together. So you never know when somebody is being truthful or when they're lying. So all you can do, honestly, is do observation. Observe. You observe, okay? You observe. You go by the things that are happening in your community. You go by the things that are happening in your state. You go by the things that are happening nationwide. But you first and foremost observe what's going on in your community. Observe what's going on in your state. And of course, observe what's going on nationwide. And then you can start to formulate, your own opinions. And even then, opinions are not facts a lot of times, right? Sometimes we can use facts to formulate our opinions. But a lot of times, people always throw what? A little bit of their own salt and pepper in there, right? So when you're talking to someone, they may present you with a fact, but they may present you with a fact that's been altered as well. So you have to be careful about who you listen to. Don't listen to someone who is not known to study, who is not known to open up a book, who is not known to pay attention, who is not known to listen. You got 2 ears for a reason. Not just to hear, but to listen. Okay? So a lot of times you'll have people telling you some stuff and you sitting up there thinking, well, that's because that's your cousin and he said it, or that's because that's your pastor and he said it, or that's because that's the people that your mom lived by for 20 years and they said it. No. At the end of the day, we all have to believe and trust some source. So you can't be hypocritical because your neighbor's source is different from yours. Okay, what's going on, girl dad? Girl dad just walked into the chat. Yeah, you walked in, girl dad. You see the legs walking, you walked into the chat. I appreciate you for coming over here. Okay, we got a mix today. We got badass, we got girl dad. Okay, I love it when the men come through. We got Official himself. He said, say less. Thank you. And we hope that you are a person who does not get offended by that, because that's just, if you want to speak facts, those are facts. There are facts that different people have different beliefs. And we just cannot judge because their beliefs aren't in accordance to our beliefs. Okay? We can learn from each other to figure out why we believe what we believe. But again, this live ain't about that. We're about what y'all doing. Like, have you met your goals for the year? Y'all know it's just New Year's. I know some people don't set New Year's goals. They just say, I'm going to do better. They don't put a time frame on it. So whether you set it as a New Year's resolution, or whether you set it as a goal, or whether you just say, you know what, I'm not going to put a time on my resolution. I'm not going to say how much better I'm going to do, but I'm just going to try to do better. I'm not going to say when I'm going to lose the 10 pounds. I'm not going to give myself 3 to 4 months, but I'm going to lose 10 pounds, hopefully before mid-year. Like, what did you guys do at the beginning of the year? And some people don't say anything, because if you think of a New Year's resolution, it's kind of like a goal, So some people say, hey, they're just glad to be here, and they're just going to try to do better, right? They're going to try to do better. Girl dad speaking to everybody. Badass says salute. Vaughn says, Lines, people be weird on here. I be wanting people to know I'm cool. I hear you, Vaughn. Jill speaking to Granny. Everybody's speaking to everybody. I appreciate you guys for speaking. Cooking. Okay. Jim Girl says she's definitely cooking. She is definitely cooking. Badass says, I'll be back. Back in Daytona. Okay. Beach life. That's what I'm talking about. Beach life. I got to hit the beach one more time before it gets too cold. But it ain't nothing wrong with going to the beach when it's cold either now. Don't let the cold scare you off. Okay? You don't go around your family anymore. I made my own family members. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Granny says, hey Jill, hey everybody, I'm listening and cooking. Am I too far up? I think I am. What's going on, T. Racy? Hey Tracy. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mars, because I know I'm behind, y'all. I'm so far behind. I'm so far behind. Let's see. Tracy speaking to girl dad. Badass says I stay in my own lane. Yeah, I have to make sure my family is good first. Exactly. Exactly. Love them. Sometimes you get mad at them. Sometimes y'all fall out. Sometimes you have disagreements. But if you are a person of good, if you believe in good, hopefully you don't dislike your family, your own family, to the point where if they call you today, you don't say, hey, you don't answer. I know we all fall out sometimes. Family fall out, friends fall out. But you got to think about it. We're all human. And nobody is perfect, right? So even when you feel like they are wrong, even if they feel like you are wrong, as adults, at some point, you should be able to at least be able to be cordial with each other. All family won't be able to get along, but that's the whole thing about it. You don't have to live with them. Just whenever you see them, that's the worst thing in the world, to be walking in a store, right? And see a cousin that you haven't spoken to, maybe 3 or 4 years. And you guys walk right past each other and you don't speak to each other. Walk right past each other and you don't speak to each other. That's crazy. Like I tell y'all what my grandparents say a lot, right? And I often say that my granddad says, everybody is due a speaking, right? Not a spanking. Because see, we be quick to want to spank people. But he says everybody is due a speaking, right? So when I was younger, I wasn't hearing that. I'll speak to you when I'm not mad at you anymore. I'll speak to you when I'm not mad at you anymore. But now, as an adult, I knew what he meant then, but I understand what he means now. I understand it better. I knew it and I understood it then. What he meant was, it doesn't matter who it is. If you're just walking and somebody's at the pharmacy, especially if it's family, an old friend, neighbors, what's wrong with a nod of the head, a smile, or a hello? If you don't like the smile, just to throw your hand up and wave. What's wrong with that? Okay, when you're mad at each other, you're not going to do it for a little bit. But it's been 2 months now. You and your neighbor, y'all don't like each other for whatever reason. Or I'll keep it with family, because family to me is really, really important. So it's your cousin. You guys had a falling out because your cousin didn't invite you to the party, right? And leading up to the party, you guys were already kind of arguing a little bit here or there. And she just, at the end of the day, when you had a conversation about it, / maybe argument about it, she said she just didn't want to invite you because you guys weren't getting along at the time. And that was the only reason. Not that she didn't love you, but you guys just aren't getting along. Okay, so you got that out. You got it in the open. You cleared the air. So you're still a little bit mad, though. So you see that cousin at church. You go to the same church. You see them at school if you're in school together. You see them at the mall. You still going to pass by your cousin and not say, hey, cousin? You're not going to say hello? I know we can be stubborn sometimes. Some of us are a little bit meaner than others. And even if you don't say it first, if your cousin or your sibling, because sometimes it's siblings, y'all, if they speak to you, are you not going to say hello? I mean, even the meanest person will throw their hands up, y'all. Even the meanest person. But then, and I know it depends on what the person did. I do know it depends on what they did. But sometimes it's petty stuff. It's small stuff. And we know that it's petty. We know that it's small. So that's why I say, the holidays are often the time to get together. You know, y'all might not be speaking, but you never know, by the end of the night, everybody's talking, and some of the family knows that you guys aren't hitting it off, but y'all playing games and stuff like that. Y'all might have to be on the same team. What you gonna do? Say, I'll play. I'll sit this one out. I'm gonna play next time. Next thing you know, you're talking. You're laughing. It don't mean everything gravy, but it means that's family. It doesn't mean that everything is gravy, but it just means that's family. Tracy says, hey girl, dad, badass says, Lines, I'm a half a pound away from my goal. Come on now, it's not a goal, but a life change. That's what it is, a life change, lifestyle, a lifestyle. Tracy says, I have family like that. I think when love one's past family kind of, oh my goodness, T-Racy, and it's so sad too. It's so sad because you miss family. It seems like family, they separate like that. But then when you do talk to each other, it's like you realize how much you miss each other and how much that person was the glue that held the family together. Like you really, really do. And it's so sad. Badass says, I'll catch y'all later. Still trying to cool down. Peace. Okay, Badass. Badass, is everything okay? Hold on. I might have missed a comment. Oh, no. Let me get rid of that. So if y'all left, I just saw a certain comment. If y'all left, y'all can come back, because I simply told him that this wasn't what this was about. You take that to your channel. You take that to your channel. Be respectful, because see, I don't like to come out of pocket. I don't care who it is. Be respectful in the chat. In the chat, that wasn't the chat. So that wasn't what the conversation was about. You see how some people, they so woke that they can't even understand that they don't have entitlement, the entitlement that they think they have in their heads, that they don't have it everywhere. Now, I asked him to leave. If he didn't celebrate, his answer was clear, is no. So leave it alone. If you don't celebrate, why are you still talking? Because you definitely lack the knowledge to know when to stay in your lane. You have a channel. I know you have a channel because you're in the comments. So go and take your teachings on what you believe to your channel, because this is not what this. See how people will try to take your live or even your video, when people upload videos and they leave comments, and you got people in the comments like, who is this? Like, we don't even know him anyway, right? So Badass had to go, but I wanted to make sure I'm good. It was hot today, still sweat. Okay, I got you. I wanted to make sure it wasn't because of something that was in the chat that I asked someone respectfully not to harp on, because they took a simple comment and went left with it. And that's how a lot of trolls will do. You try to make people feel welcome, then they come into your chat wokenly unwoke. Because like I said, every person, whether you feel like you're woke or not, whether you feel like you're knowledgeable or that your people lack knowledge, guess what? You got your knowledge from somewhere, right? You got your knowledge from somewhere or somebody. Who was the person that made that knowledge the be all end all, right? Who was the person that made your knowledge? You, specifically you. Your knowledge is going to be the be all end all to all other knowledge. And only the people who believe what you believe are the people of substance. See, that's that cult-like stuff. That's that cult-like. That's that cult. That's a cult effect. That's that cult effect. That is that cult effect. See, people will come into your chat and take one simple comment, and they'll rub a lot of the people in the chat the wrong way. And they'll still be there talking that gibberish in your chat. Like I said, it doesn't matter what religion you practice. It doesn't matter how spiritual you are. You weren't here 1,000 years ago. You weren't here 100 years ago. You weren't here 200 years ago, 5,000 years ago. Who are you to say that the readings and the writings of what you have obtained are the ones etched in stone, are the ones that everybody should be abiding by, or any set group of people should be abiding by? Who are you to say that? You're unwoke in the worst way. Okay? Like I say, some people just so woke until they don't know what awake is. And I just got done talking about that. I just got done talking about how sometimes you don't want to block people for having their opinion, because that's what it is. It's an opinion. If you can't present it to us and show us statistically, it's not fact. Now some people say that everything is an opinion. No, some things have been proven. Some things are proven facts, right? And there are many spiritual books. There's only one Bible, and he put a Bible verse in there, but at the same time, he's placing people in a certain order, okay, in this live. And if he wanted to get deep into that, he wouldn't be able to lead the live anywhere. Granny says, hey, T. Racy. Girl Dad says, hey, Granny. So it's hump day, y'all. It's hump day. And again, like 2/3 of the year is gone, right? Almost. September, October, November, December. Okay, August is the last month of that middle third. You got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. What are you guys planning to do for August? Kids go back to school. If you guys have any kids, grandkids, nieces and nephews, are you spending time with them? Did they come to your house for the summer? Did you send your kids to someone else's house for the summer? What are you guys doing? Granny says, hey girl, Dad, you good, Donna? Donna says, Lion, sorry I'm late. I had to take a bath. I was on fire. Ooh, I know it's been hot, Donna. It's been hot. I was late too. Jill, if you are still listening, if that person turns you off, come back, because he gone. Come back, because he gone. Because he was starting to tick me off. But see, y'all, I be trying to tolerate people, even when they have different opinions and different ideas and different theories, different rationales. I try to tolerate people, right? But what do I tell y'all about me all the time? My patience are short. Like I have a low tolerance and a low patience for bullshit, right? Very low. Like, where is Vaughn? Vaughn probably left because of that dude. Like, he was just insisting on taking the live somewhere. We started out with one simple question. What is everybody doing? You know, how many of you guys are looking forward to the holidays already? Oh, he don't celebrate the holidays. Well, guess what, bro? If you don't celebrate the holidays, then that question doesn't apply to you, right? It doesn't apply to you. See, content creators, y'all got to remember, it is a good thing to be welcoming to everyone in the chat, right? As long as they are being cordial, as long as they are being polite. But when they insist on being rude, and they act as if because they aren't cursing or they aren't saying anything absolutely smart to you that is not being rude, sometimes you got to get that ass out of there. I'm telling you, look, sometimes you just have to regulate your chat like that. YouTube is a platform. And what does YouTube allow us to do? It allows each of us to have a platform on the platform. So if anybody ever comes into your live, you know, give them the chances according to the way you would do. Like I give like 2 or 3 chances. Sometimes depending on the person, you might get a few more. But if I don't know you like that, and I'm having a good day, and I give you 1 or 2 chances, and you still being a jackass, then what? You gotta go. Switch it up, y'all. Switch it up. You don't need equipment. See, you use stairs. You can use the stairs. Wherever you go. We're at the strip mall. We're using the stairs. Okay? Sometimes you can't go out and buy equipment, right? Use what you got. You got to use what you got. Use what you got. Switch it up. Work your body. Work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. So, yes, family can be tricky, you know, but at the end of the day, if you love your family, you don't have to be, when you fall out, listen, you don't have to be as close as you once were. And you might come a point to where you get closer than you were. But how long are you going to be mad? How long are you going to be mad? Can you get a virus? Let's see. Girl, dad, I was typing hello to you and my phone went black. Really? Can you get a virus? Yes, you can. Yes, Donna, yes, you can get a virus on your phone. Your phone is simply a computer, honestly, and you can get a virus on your phone. That's why when people tell you to click on links, be very careful of the links that you click on. You know, I don't like clicking on links. And a lot of times, you'll know which link did it too, because you won't start having trouble until you click on that particular link. And maybe the person didn't intend to do it, but a lot of times when people say click on links, your phone will get a virus. Your phone can get a virus. So be very careful with that. Did you click on a link? Girl, Dad, I was typing hello to you and my phone went black. Angel says, hey, badass. Hey, T. Racy sis. So, yes, y'all. I don't know what your plans are, right? And I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But what I am saying is spend time with your family. Not just the holidays, whenever you get a chance. And I know sometimes, you just don't want to. And if you know that it's going to end up with an argument, a fight, then don't. The thing about spending time with your family, when I say this, you have to be ready, right? You have to be ready. At least you have to, maybe even if you're not ready, you have to be somewhat open to it. Like you might have it in your head that, okay, we're going to Auntie's house Thanksgiving. And I know cousin Lisa is going to be there. And I'm not ready to really have conversation with her. Well, guess what? Don't have conversation with her. But don't miss out on the rest of your family. You know? Don't have conversation with Lisa. But don't miss out on that event with the rest of your family. Don't miss that chance to make memories that particular day with the rest of your family, right? You and Lisa aren't clicking. That's okay. You guys aren't ready to click yet. Don't push it. Don't force it. But don't let the fact that another cousin or an auntie or even a close family friend, because you know family friends get to be like family too. Don't let the fact that they're going to be at the Thanksgiving dinner or the Christmas party or whatever it is, don't let the fact that they're going to be there prevent you from enjoying the rest of your family, okay? And when you go there, y'all aren't clicking, right? So don't even go there mad. Because at the end of the day, you have to realize that your family is your family and it's his family or her family too. So you just go there thinking I'm not going to cause trouble. I'm going to have fun with my family, with my folks. They are her family or his family and folks too. So I'm not ready to deal with them right now. So I'll just keep it cute. You know, you keep it cute. You could have a family event where it's 100 of y'all there. And you're going to let one person stop you from having a good time? Donna says, I'm having trouble with the phone. I do my modding and vlogging. Oh my God, really? Did you drop it or anything? I thought a darn cricket was in my house. Donna, what's going on? Tracy says, hey, Angel Eyes. I got surround sound on the TV. What happened? Do you hear a cricket? Because they do get inside. They can get inside. Try to push him out. Try not to hurt him. Roxy gonna start barking. If it's a cricket in there, Roxy's gonna start barking. Okay, you got me on the TV. That's oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Yeah, it's these I've seen quite a few crickets out here tonight. And so it's those crickets and those cicadas. That's what you're hearing. So I think I asked you guys, like, from January till now, how have things been going? For those of you who did have New Year's resolutions or just new goals, maybe short-term goals and some long-term goals, how are they going? How are they going? And some people didn't necessarily have goals like Badass said. He made up his mind to lose weight. And he just decided to make it a lifestyle. Make a lifestyle change. So I guess some people would look at it as a goal, but like him, he's trying to make it a lifestyle change. He wants to do it from here on out. So what are some things that, looking back at how January was like just that, seemed like it was just a couple of months ago. When everybody's saying Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And some people are still saying Happy New Year well into March. And so now this is July 31st. Tomorrow will be the first day of August. Okay, so we're still in the middle of the year, but we're in that last month of the middle of the year. So you got September, October, November, December. The third of the year. The third of the year. I always have y'all on the TV and modding with the phone. Okay, I got you, Donna. I got you. I never make New Year's resolutions, but I make sure I have money in my hand, bra, socks, before that clock strikes 12. All right now. See? So that's like a tradition. So that's another thing. Some people have traditions. So you can have like new goals. Like I say, they can be short term, they can be long term. You can have traditions. Like some people say that a man has to walk through their house first or walk in their front door. You guys heard that one? Like Donna says that she makes sure she has money in her hand when the clock strikes 12. Some people celebrate the New Year by being in church. They go to what do you call it? There's a name for it. It's not midnight service. Watch. Is it watch service? They go to watch service. Some people go to church. Some people they make sure that a man walks through the front door. The first person to come through the front door. What else? Donna, she makes sure she has money in her hand, even though she doesn't really have resolutions. She follows. That's a tradition of hers. So there are some things that are traditions. Some people follow traditions. Some people follow certain wives' tales. So what do you do? Okay, Tracy, good night, everyone. Love, blessings, everyone. Thank you for coming through, T. Racy. I appreciate you. I hope you have a blessed night. Enjoy the rest of your night. It's so cool out here. It feels so good. And thank you guys for the thumbs up. And as always, I haven't said it yet, but we say this every live. Please, please, please make healthy lifestyle changes. Like Badass said, it's not a goal for him. It's a lifestyle change. Try your best to make healthy lifestyle changes. One at a time, two at a time, whatever works best for you. Whatever it is that works best for you, okay? Look at the legs move. I hope that you're watching my legs move. Encourage you to get up and move your legs 5 days a week. Strive for 5 consistently and be persistent about it, okay? Because if you miss 1 or 2 days, guess what? You've at least done 3 days of cardiovascular activity, right? You've at least done 3 days. And I say 3 out of 7 is minimum. 3 out of 7 is minimum. Do at least 3 days, right? And do something different. You can walk, you can jog, you can skip, you can run, you can skate, you can get up and dance in your house. You can walk in place in your house. You can walk around several rooms in your house. You can walk around the outside of your house. In case you get too hot, you go right back in. You can get on your elliptical, you can get on your treadmill. You can ride your bike around the neighborhood. You can ride your stationary bike. See, you can go swimming. There are so many things you can do So many things you can do for cardiovascular activity, okay? And don't overdo it. Do what works for you, okay? Do what works for you at an intensity that is good for you, right? You don't want to overdo it. You don't have to show out. You don't have to do it the way your neighbor does it. You don't have to do it the way your sister does it, your brother, your friend, or your cousin. Do what works for you. But make sure, if you have not done this at all or in a long time, always contact your primary health care provider. Okay? Your specialty doctors, nurse practitioner, physician's assistant, nutritionist, fitness coach. Okay? Physical therapist, occupational therapist. They formulate a circle around you. You are the nucleus. You are the star. You're the nucleus. You're like the sun. Okay? They're the planets. They revolve around you and they come up with a plan. They formulate a plan. Okay? And you go and you get to work. Now, if at any point what they tell you to do is too much for you, you slow down and or stop. And you definitely let them know. Most likely they will have given you ways to modify anyway. You know, if they haven't, stop, let them know, and you can go and revisit the plan and modify. Okay? You can modify it. Donna says, watch Lion's Prize legs move, and we hope that you get up and get motivated to move your legs. Move those arms, okay? Stand up. Hold on to the wall. Put that foot out. Draw a circle. See? Exercise that ankle. Leg bends. Leg bends. Leg bends. Squats. Whoop. Squats. Work those glutes. Okay? Work those glutes. It only takes a few minutes. It only takes a few minutes. Yes, please contact your primary care provider before beginning or restarting any exercise regimen, routine, plan, any of that. Okay? He will get you started. He will get you started, and if he doesn't get you started, guess what he's going to do? He's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to point you in the right direction. First and foremost, even after you've done that, listen to your body. Listen to your body. And the more you do this, the more you'll be motivated to continue to do it. Will you get frustrated and just tired sometimes? Yeah. Take a break. It's okay. Some people take a month's break. Some people take a break every 3 months. They take a week break every 3 months. Or June, they take a whole month off, you know, whenever they're going to travel or something like that. But then you got some people, they exercise when they travel because most of these hotels have really nice gyms, right? So ain't nothing wrong with you. Hey, you need to exercise sometimes just when you travel just as much as when you're home. Because when we're traveling, what are we doing? We're splurging sometimes, most of the times, especially when you're on vacation. You're eating things that you don't normally eat. You're trying out the new foods in the area. So utilize that hotel gym. Utilize that hotel gym. Get yourself in a good frame of mind, okay? Release those endorphins. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, okay? Those are those natural mood stabilizers. Endorphins are your natural mood stabilizers. They stabilize the mood. They help to relax you. They get you in a good mood, okay? I know when you're done, you're probably tired, but guess what? After you shower, you sit down for a few minutes, I bet you feel relaxed. I bet you feel relaxed. I bet you that you feel relaxed. You'll feel better. You'll feel so much better. And hopefully that feeling will motivate you to continue so that you can feel that way more and more and more and more. And of course, if there's ever a time where you don't feel up to it, or you feel tired, or if it doesn't feel right, slow down. And most importantly, if you need to, stop. Stop. So again, guys, I think we had a good conversation. We did have a troll to come through and try to get us off. You know, he tried to throw us off. And I keep telling people, don't come into people's chats doing things that's going to cause them to pop off. And then you want to leave and say they're mean or they have an attitude, or they want this or they want that. No, people want you to respect their chat. People want you to respect their chat. Granny says, I'm still here listening. Great conversation. Thank you, Granny. I appreciate you for being here. You guys, please check out my moderators. Please check out Granny's World. Please check out Angel Eyes. Please check out Jill's Comfort Zone. Okay? Please check out my bro from another mo, Chef Finest Wine. Okay? Chef be doing his thing. He over there, he's doing intros again. The intros are looking nice, y'all. Check the intros out. Let him know if you need an intro. Okay? Go over there and check out Angel Eyes. She has positive content, but don't get it twisted. She'll check you. Don't go over there acting crazy. Keep it positive. And you better not start. Don't try it with Granny's World either. Don't try it. Okay? Don't try it. Keep it positive. Don't be over there being petty, messy, and starting stuff. Check out Jill's Comfort Zone. Jill and Chef be cooking up some good stuff. I'm telling you. My moms are talented. My moms are also content creators. So please check them out, okay? Please check them out. I'm sure you'll enjoy the content. And look, everything isn't for everybody. I say all the time, I still support people. It may not be my cup of tea, but if they're doing good, positive content, I'm gonna give them a thumbs up. I'm gonna subscribe, make sure I'm still subscribed. Because sometimes when you don't see somebody for a little bit, you go over there and look and somehow you've been unsubscribed. You know, you've been unsubscribed. Now, I hear that if you don't go to a person's channel often, then they will unsubscribe you. Not the person, but the app. But sometimes we don't go to each other's channels because we don't get the notifications. So there are a plethora of reasons. Before you just give up on somebody, hey, go over there, make sure you're still subscribed. Leave a comment on a couple of videos from time to time. And then if you just don't see them show you support, then hey, you know what you got to do. Because my thing is support should be reciprocated, okay? Support should be reciprocated. Now, that being said, we have to take into account that some people are subscribed to a lot of people. And sometimes we aren't going to get all the notifications. We aren't. Your feed can only handle so much, right? There are millions and millions of content creators, and our feeds can only handle so much. So we're not going to always get the notifications. Don't be so fast to think that a person just isn't checking you out. And on top of that, a lot of people have families, they have children, they have nieces and nephews, they have, of course, their significant other, their spouse, you know, and they work. Some people go to school. So sometimes you will find yourself supporting someone else, or what seems like it's supporting someone else. And like, hey, let's just break it down. A thing is a thing. You may be supporting somebody else more than they're supporting you. But it doesn't mean that they aren't trying. And if you do see them somewhere else, don't automatically think, well, hey, they're never in my chat, but I see them here and here. Sometimes you gotta think about what time do you see them there, you know? So my thing is, if you see someone from time to time, then that's fine. If you see them in somebody else's chat and that person goes live every day at, say, 12 noon, well, maybe the person doesn't go to work until 3, and you do your live around 6 or 7 in the evening, well, they probably rarely catch you because they're usually at work. And as most of us know, yeah, we're on the phones at work, but we aren't supposed to be a lot of times. So it might seem like they aren't supporting you, okay? So give people a chance. And hey, to me, as adults, there's nothing wrong with saying, well, I don't never see you. Where you been? I miss you. Know how to approach people when it comes to things like that. Don't just say, well, you're never in my chat, but you're always in that chat. And then, you know, you may have a valid point. And it might be, I just said the example that maybe that person goes live at 12 and they're not at work at 12, and you go live at 5 or 6 and they're at work from 3 to 10, right? Well, you might come back and say, well, well, I see them in somebody else's chat at 7, 8 o'clock sometimes. Okay, so you got me. So yeah, it seems like they're supporting somebody else a little bit more. That's okay. As long as they support you sometimes. But I'm with you. If you never see someone in your chat and you always see them elsewhere, don't be upset about it. You just support those who support you. Okay? It may not mean anything negative. Maybe they just like certain people's content more. So support those that support you. Okay? Encourage those that encourage you. Okay? Motivate those that motivate you. Granny says, Angel, the chicken wings. What Donna doing? You had to wring that chicken's neck. She's still cooking. Granny always over there cooking and grilling. Man, we need, look, I'm telling you, we need to go to Granny's house. Because I bet you never have to wonder, what am I eating today? I bet you never have to wonder, what am I eating today? Y'all hear me every day I come on here. Even when I got something planned and prepared, y'all, what's one of the first things I say? What y'all eat today? What y'all eat today? And even if I have something already prepared, depending on what y'all say, I'll go and prepare something else. Donna says people be lifing in real life. Yes, 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 they do. And sometimes they'll happen to catch other lives and maybe not catch yours. And I understand that feeling, because especially when I first started, like, it seemed like, some people were always in certain lives, but never in yours, and you're in their life, and you're in their life. Well, sometimes you have to remember too, people have already formed friendships and relationships or YouTube ships. And so they're used to going into certain lives a lot. And if you're going live at the same time, which sometimes we have to do that because of life, because of time constraints. Like sometimes you may, hang out and chill with people, but sometimes you have to do it live at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not that people are competing. Like sometimes Jill is live and I go live. Sometimes I'm live and Jill goes live. Jill is my moderator. I'm her moderator. We're not competing. That's just when, like, usually I'm going to be late evenings. Jill gets off and it's headed into the evening. So sometimes, and Jill doesn't go live like every day. So when she does go live, sometimes we're going live at the same time. Sometimes I'm finishing up when she's starting. Sometimes she's starting when I'm finishing. So, but that's just, things just happen. My thing is, if you never see someone leaving comments, like I always tell you guys, please support Lucinda Baxter. You guys rarely see Lucinda in the chat. Every now and again, and Jay and Lucinda are two prime examples that you never see them in my chat, right? Jill says she wants some pizza. Y'all never see them in my chat. But I done told y'all this like 1,000 times. Lucinda will come to my channel and she will do like a Lucinda raid. And I so love her for that. I appreciate her for that. Okay? Lucinda is somebody who doesn't take things to heart. You and Lucinda can disagree. You and Lucinda can agree. And Lucinda can be like, girl, I'm just finna keep it moving. It's just like she ain't got time. She ain't got time. She ain't got time. And that's why I say my patience are short. And that's why I always admit that to y'all, because I feel like as adults, we should be able to admit our flaws. And that is the one that I really, really do have to work on. And I do feel like YouTube kind of helped me with it. Because, me having short patience, there's been a lot of times I would have been like. But because of social media, I don't want to deal with it that way. So it really has helped me to be a little bit better. Like I might not ignore things, but I respond a little bit differently. Less harsh than if it was right here with me. So try to use the platform to better yourself if you can. Or just as an outlet. Not really to better yourself, but as an outlet. I always say these platforms were created for us to have fun, to educate, to learn, to teach, entertainment, and sad to say, but some drama. The drama just gets out of hand sometimes. Jill, I'm glad you back, because Jill, I thought you left. That, I don't know who that person is, but y'all know we talked about this last week. Some people will come in your chat and you've never seen them before, and they'll try to make your chat go left. All I asked everybody was, we're in the second third of the year, right? 2/3 of the year almost gone. What are you guys doing for the third, if that makes sense? What are you doing for the third portion of the year? Are you spending time? Are you looking forward to the holidays? Y'all, he took that and tried to start with all this woke preaching. And I told him, whatever you're looking at, guess what? It's a source. Somebody provided it to you. And if you created it, then it's definitely your opinion. So you have a source just like everybody else has a source. You have no right to try to come over here and tell people who holidays were made for, this, that, yada, yada, and the third. Let people do people. As long as they're not hurting you, people can celebrate the holidays. He came here trying to tell us that the holidays weren't made for people of color. y'all. And see, I was in a good mood too. And I'm like, okay, he's trying to take it left. Because I'm like, okay, well, your answer is simple. You're not looking forward to the holidays then because you don't celebrate the holidays. That's it, that's all. We don't need to be hearing your woke sermon. Because guess what? You got your resources from somewhere. You weren't here 100 years ago. You weren't here 1,000 years ago. So don't come over here being a hypocrite towards others for what they believe and what they celebrate. And he just kept on. So I just went on ahead to just let him go. And I was like, when he started that, like the chat dropped to 3. And I'm like, hold up, he probably ran Jill off. He probably ran badass off. Y'all talking about pizza. So Jill is still here. Donna says, Lions, did you make the pizza last night? Yes. Yes. Donna, I got 2. I ate one last night. Now I had the other one for today. Jill wants pizza. Jill says now she wants pizza. Granny says, Angel, yes, I will do a short. Yes, do a short. Because Granny be cooking. I'm telling you, she be cooking, she be grilling. I'm like, we already got Chef and Jill over here throwing down in the kitchen. Now every time you turn around, Granny got these cooking shorts going, and I'm loving it. Jill says she needs a light snack. Betty says, I hardly ever comment in the chat. I just like to listen. I appreciate you, Betty. You do. You come in and you say hello. That's kind of how I've gotten to be, Betty, now when I go to other chats. Depending on who it is, I'll say some things, but I usually go in and I say hey to the content creator, mods, and chats, and I just kind of listen. Now, if they're talking about like celebrity news or something, some entertainment news, something that's funny, I'll participate in that. Or like today with Granny, the situation that Granny was talking about, it was like real life situations for just about everybody in this country. And I participate in those and I leave more comments, but I rarely leave comments other than hello, speaking to everybody when I go into other chats. Donna says retirement, we live when you drop down, Queen. Yeah, I think she means she don't really drop down. Because I noticed that Betty will come in and she'll say hello, be real pleasant to everybody, and then she'll say, how you doing and stuff like that. And I'm kind of like that too when people are live. I just kind of, I say hello, especially if I don't know the bulk of the chat. Now, I don't mind saying hello to everybody, but y'all, sometimes you go into a chat and people are like, I said hey to her, I said hey to him. But when a person says, hey, Lions, mods, and chat, that person has spoken to everybody. Some people don't like to speak to people individually. One, because they may be multitasking. And so as soon as they speak to one person, then they miss 2. Those 2 people, like adults will do, will say, oh, she must don't like me. I'm like, what? Maybe she stepped away. So for that reason, I feel like when someone says, hey, content creator, mods, and chat, they've spoken to everybody. They don't have to speak individually unless that's just what they choose to do. Jill, what are you going to snack on? Donna says, what are you going to snack on? Jill says, when I rarely see folks, I just return the favor, except for the people I know, such as Lucinda. Yes, she does, Jill. She always showing love. If she's not in your life, she's going to come back and she's going to she's going to heart the comments that you leave on her channel and say, thanks for coming by, showing support. I be like, ooh, Lucinda be answering almost all of them. And I try to do most of the comments too. But, just even YouTube says that at the least, if you're leaving a heart, you've shown acknowledgement. But Lucinda will say hello and she will come to your chat. And if she's missed 15 shorts and 3 lives or 2 videos, she's going to make her presence known. I so appreciate that from her. So that's why I always, whenever I ask people to support people, I always include Lucinda and I always include Jay. Donna says, Granny going to have her frying up some chicken. Oh, you found cherries. Cherries are good. I didn't like cherries when I was younger, but I love them now. Cherries are good. Jill says, oh, I seen him. That's why I said we are all about positivity. Yeah. I think you said something else too, Jill. Like when he first started, I think you said something too. It was kind of funny because I was like, he better be glad Donna's not in here, because Donna would have been like, we ain't doing that over here. It would have been so funny. Donna says, Jill, oh my God, cherries are my favorite. You and Granny with the wings. I can't. Oh my God, I love cherries, y'all. What are the cherries with the, not the like the cocktail cherries, not the, oh my goodness, the name's on the tip of my tongue. It's like I was just about to say it. You know, the ones that they put in the drinks? I like those so. But the other ones, y'all, they got some cherries. I cannot think of the name of either one of them. And they're like mini plums or something. Man, those cherries are so good. I hope they aren't genetically modified. I hope they aren't genetically modified. Yes, Granny frying that chicken. She said it's delicious too. Donna says she loves me. Oh, talking about Betty. The pepper jack mac and cheese. Great. Oh, pepper jack mac and cheese. Retirement Day says I made beef stir fry for dinner. Got my husband to eat vegetables. Okay, that's a good way to get him to eat them. That's a good way to get him to eat those veggies. All of y'all be cooking up something. I'm talking about, I was used to Chef and Jill. Let me tell y'all, if y'all want to know how to season, those two. Look, they'll teach you how to season some food like nobody's business. I'm telling y'all, Jill was on here. Y'all, it was so funny, Jill. That was too funny when you was telling your mom she can't hang with you in the kitchen. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. When you were saying she couldn't hang with you, I was like, I bet you Jill mama said, ooh, you better be glad you visiting. Donna says, Granny, stop it right now. Granny said it was delicious. Hey, Stefan. Being in the bushes is safe. I watch it, don't want to be seen. Oh, Stefan, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. Sometimes that's the safest place to be. In the bushes. And I understand it. But let me tell y'all something. If y'all ever want to come in this chat, because we be trying not to be about the drama over here. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I get mad and get a little petty sometimes with some stuff. But I'm talking about just on here going back and forth and being in the drama. We're not trying to do that. But sometimes you'll get the attention of certain people that like that kind of stuff. We're not trying to do that. You know, we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to be doing this ongoing and stuff. You know, you want people to feel comfortable. So I've always said this. I don't say it every day. But if someone is in my chat that you don't get along with, just avoid them. Just avoid them. And if I'm saying this to everybody, that means if two people are in here who don't click, then it shouldn't be an issue because they should be avoiding each other. And don't antagonize. If you see someone is avoiding you, this is what I see sometimes in chats that I cannot stand. You know that you and a person don't click, right? You say hello or hi, and that person doesn't speak back to you. Guess what? That means they really are not feeling you. So instead of speaking again, or instead of saying something in the chat to somebody else about people not speaking, why not be an adult and say, okay, she's not feeling me, we and just keep it moving. He's not feeling me, and keep it moving. Don't interrupt somebody's chat. And you don't even have to go back into somebody else's chat in another channel and say anything about it. Everybody is not going to click. Okay? Everybody is not going to click. And that's okay. There are adults right now that you work with that you don't say anything to because what? You may not hate them, and hopefully they don't hate you, but you just don't click, right? And I say this as a good example. You have couples in the same house under the same roof. When they get mad at each other, they'll go days, sometimes weeks, without uttering a word to each other. So if you see someone on a social media platform that you don't like for whatever reason, or maybe that you don't like them, you just don't like the way they move around because you see each other, you can't help but to notice things, then stay away. And it doesn't mean don't go into those chats. It just means you don't have to have a conversation. You don't have to say hello. Some people say hello and they really don't ride with each other or click with each other, and that's fine. But it's just amazing to me how husbands and wives, partners, whatever, however it is, they can get mad at each other and won't speak for a week. Heck, sometimes weeks to months. But people get on this app and act like they just gotta say something because you didn't speak to them. What the heck is that about? They just gotta say something because you didn't speak to them. Apparently you're not feeling them. And once you see that a person isn't feeling you, then you shouldn't be feeling them. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. And sometimes people have had words, but whether you've had words or whether you just don't, I've seen someone in the chat say, I don't know why. I've never done anything to him. I've never done anything to her. Well, sometimes people get vibes from your conversation with other people. Sometimes people just don't want to be bothered by you. Just like sometimes you don't want to be bothered by people, right? So let it go. Like, you don't have to run tell somebody else that, oh, you spoke to them in the chat and they didn't speak to you. Because guess what? They might have walked away from the phone. I've seen people who don't click, but they'll speak to each other. I've seen people who don't click and they don't speak to each other. I've seen people who, it doesn't matter one way or the other. Everybody is not always holding the phone in their hand when someone is live. They see that they're live, they pick it up, they come in and say, hey, mods, whatever, in chat. And then the folks go back to cooking. And they'll even tell you, like Granny was just saying, I'm listening. So just because somebody doesn't speak to you doesn't mean that they saw you and they just intentionally didn't speak to you. And even if they did, even if you see them speak to the next 5 people after you, and you saw them speak to the 5 before you, so what? So what? When your mate doesn't speak to you, when y'all have a rift, that happens, right? Donna said, let me see. But some people get offended though. You mean like when they don't speak to each other? Donna. Stefan says, being in the bushes is safe. I watch and don't want to be seen. Okay, I think I saw that one. Yes, Stefan, you did. You told me about that, and I'm the same way. Depending on the chat, I'll stay in the bushes. Donna says, you stop it right now. Okay, I am. I'm still looking at the other ones. But yeah, y'all, don't be so quick to be like. It's just so much stuff. I just see too many 30, 40, 50, even 60-year-old people talking about what happened in the chat when somebody didn't speak to them. Nobody's obligated to speak to you. And just don't even, if someone's not speaking to you, don't let that even matter to you. Unless you guys have had a good relationship or YouTube-ship, and all of a sudden, we're human. That would bother you. That would bother probably most people, right? So ask the question. Email them. If you don't have access to an email, then you can't ask the question. Just say hello. If they don't, then you don't say hello anymore. I cannot stand it when someone says, I spoke to so-and-so and they don't speak to me, and they say that mess in somebody's chat. Like, don't bring drama to people's chat, Don't initiate drama in people's chat. If somebody doesn't speak to you, so what? Like, what are you teaching your kids? Like, if they don't speak to you, yes, it's only human to be curious as to why. But don't ask them in somebody's chat. Somebody's doing commentary or they're talking about something else and you're in there talking about why somebody didn't speak to you. Really? Come on now. Come on. Don't do that. Because honestly, it gets to a point where it's disrespectful to the content creator. And then it makes the chat uncomfortable. And then people in the chat start to ask questions. And then things just go left. So I'm like Stefan, sometimes I do just watch. When it depends on certain chats and who's in the chat, I'll just watch. But there are several chats where I don't click with a person or two. I just don't address them. I don't address them. If they say hi, I'll say hi. And then I'll keep it moving. That's how we have to do. Just like when we're exercising. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Be consistent. Be consistent in that. Keep it moving. 30 minutes consistently, 5 days a week. Strive for 5, okay? At least. That way you miss a day or two, you've done 3 or 4. And guess what, y'all? Not only is it July 31st, it's hump day. So we're about, Thursday is the preview to the preview, right? The preview to the preview of the what? Weekend. Seems like we were just in the weekend. I know people are, starting to gear up for football. Some teams are practicing, college and pros. So if you're football people, it's almost that time. It's almost that time. If you are football people, who's your favorite NFL team? If you are a football fanatic, or just kind of watch here or there, who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite football team? And who are you, like the season technically hasn't started. Well, I guess technically they're practicing, but the season itself hasn't started yet. So with that being said, we know it's close because they are practicing. So who do you have winning the Super Bowl? Okay. Who do you have winning the Super Bowl? Is it your team? And be honest, if you know your team is not that great, look, let me tell you, if your team isn't that great, that's okay. That's okay. You still supposed to ride with your team, okay? Win, lose, or draw, you ride with your team. If your team isn't that great, that's okay. Ride with your team. You're supposed to say, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Even if you feel like realistically you might win 6 games. Well, I'm about to get out of here, you guys. It has been an hour and 12 minutes. Okay? An hour and 12 minutes. I got started a little bit later, but that's okay. It's cool out here. It's nice out here. And guess what? I'm going to wish you guys a great night. First of all, I'm going to wish you a blessed night, okay? Enjoy the rest of your night. Stay cool. Again, make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. If you're on any type of fluid restrictions, check with your doctor. See what he can do about that, because it has been hot. It has really been hot, So if you are on fluid restrictions for any medical reason, check with your doctor. And hopefully you'll be able to drink, and get in enough to keep you hydrated and to keep you feeling well. Try your best to stay out of this heat because, like I said the other day, a lot of people think, July is hot. But let me tell you, August to me is the hottest month of the year. It ain't a joke. It is no joke. And a lot of times it may depend on where you live. But to me, August is the hottest. It's no joke. So you guys stay cool. Again, work out inside. Do your cardiovascular activity, your weight training, your resistance training. Do it inside if you can. Go into a gym. When it's hot like this, a gym is really worth the money. Or find a little gym inside your home. Create your little space inside your home or a room in your home to be your workout room. It can be your bedroom. It can be your den. It can be a big hallway. It can be your foyer. Just work out in where it's cool. And if you do choose to go outside, do it when it's really early or really late, or on the days that it's really cool or it's rainy and it's kind of nice out there. Go outside then. Y'all know I love to be outside in the rain. So, do it then. Just take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated and pay attention. Pay attention when you're outside, okay? Walk around your house. Be outside. If you're going to be outside and you can only work out at a certain part of the day when it's really hot, walk around the block. Walk around your house, the inside or the outside, the office, so that you can go back into the cool area, okay? So don't you guys let people bother you. I know. I say it. I don't always abide by it. It's easier said than done. But try to have that in your mind. Keep that thought, okay? Don't let people bother you. Don't let people stress you out. We all go through some stress here or there, sometimes more so than other times. But don't let other stressed people stress you out, okay? Don't allow them to make you miserable because they'll pull you into a misery lounge, a miserable place, a miserable area. And it'll look nice and cool at first. Then you see the real them and the real vibe and the real atmosphere. Get out of that ecosystem. You want equilibrium in your place, right? So leave that misery lounge and go into your own happy lounge, your happy place, your happy space. And you may not be happy all the time, right? And the equilibrium may be off a little bit from time to time. But it's much better than being in somebody else's place, okay? It's much better than being in somebody else's place. So I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Y'all hear those motorcycles? And wherever chaos and negativity live together, you'll fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Take some deep breaths in and out. In Before you get off the live, stop what you're doing. I don't know, it says 7 people are on here. So if 7 of you are on here, take 3 deep breaths in and out right now. In, out. Take a deep breath in and out. One more time. In and out. All right? Look, get you a good yawn. Okay? Get you a good yawn. All right? They help. They help. Okay? Get that carbon dioxide out. Okay? Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. You make the live, I make the live, together we make the live. Okay? Again, check out my moderators, all of them, my content creators, Granny's World, Angel Eyes, Jill's Comfort Zone, Chef Finest Wine, Rock Just Living. Please check out Rock. Thank you, Stefan, for coming in, bro. I appreciate you. You, badass, girl, dad. I love it when the men come in, so we have a mix depending on what we talk about. Sometimes we need a male's perspective, okay? So I really love it when the guys come in. And you know, ladies, you know I love it when y'all come in. But we gotta welcome the guys so they can come in and like I said earlier about that ecosystem, give us a little bit of equilibrium, okay? A little bit of equilibrium. So y'all be good, and I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live and Lives Pride. Bye, y'all.